Hey guys, this is Pastor David. I'm coming to you from out on the square by the man on the monument. I know that right now in our world there's a lot of challenges and changes going on. There's things that seem scary, there's things that feel bigger than us. It feels like there's some monumental things that we're up against. I know that that is scary and challenging. It makes us feel very small, and often we wonder if we're going to be big enough to get through it. Perhaps there's some truth to those feelings that sometimes we're up against things that are bigger than us. But at this time, perhaps there is another perspective that we might enjoy as well. Can you guess where I am now? I am in the church. I am actually up in the church steeple, at the highest point that you're able to get to by ladder. It's way, way up there above the whole town. And one of the reasons that I love church steeples is because they tower over the town, especially Trinity's. I know whenever I'm away on vacation and I come back, one of the first things that I look for is that cross sitting atop our steeple, because it just reminds me of how Christ reigns over everything. Everything. In times like these, where we worry about viruses sweeping the world and what's going to become of our future here, our faith is crucially important, because it reminds us of that perspective where we look to the God who reigns over everything. Even though this virus may sweep the world, we remember that our God is Lord of the world. And so, although there are many things that are bigger than us, there is nothing that is bigger than Him. And so as we're in this steeple, or as we look to our faith, we find that suddenly there are some different perspectives that we're able to have. These perspectives don't do away with the challenges we're facing. They don't just magically make everything better, but they help us see them from a slightly different angle. All of a sudden, from way up here, that monument doesn't seem quite as huge and overwhelming, does it? But I'm connected to something larger now. I'm in the steeple. Our faith puts us close to God. Friends, I would like to invite you to gather digitally with Pastor Short and myself over these next few weeks as we come together through the internet as the people of God to hear God's continued words of hope and peace into our lives and into this world. We will gather this coming Wednesday at 6 p.m. using an application called Zoom to continue our Bible study of the book of Galatians. This will be wonderful as we get to continue to hear Paul's encouragement that we remember that we do not save ourselves or this world, but we lean all the more on the promises and strength of our God. And come Sunday morning at 10 a.m., we will gather digitally also through the Zoom application to continue looking through the book The Imitation of Christ by Thomas à Kempis. Both the Bible study and the adult forum will be shorter, probably 20 to 30 minutes instead of a full hour, but we will read together, we will see each other's faces, we will check in, and we will hear how God is speaking into our lives through each other and through His church, even in these days. So please join us, message me if you have any questions, or call the church office, and we will continue to gather together, even if it is just in digital form for the time being, so that we might continue to see the other perspective that our God offers to us today.